What's up guys, and welcome to my channel, Flame with a 4. In this video we're just going to be recapping on the DeLorean. It feels like it's been a long time since we recapped it. The main reason being we have been waiting for Eaglemoss to send us replacement issues. There are things that have gone wrong, things that we've had to obviously replace, and just other things in general. I'm just going to sort of like just recap because we have now got the main shell of the body attached to the base. So I just want to kind of like run through a couple of problems that I've been facing and a few things that might help you when you're obviously continuing your build. So to take the shell back off isn't actually that long, it doesn't take that much time. The main thing to look out for is a brake pedal. Make sure that before you connect that, if you have your issues where you have the light section on the back, plug that in and then just test that brake light, because that brake light is going to be a big issue for you if you don't deal with that now. I don't actually have I have a faulty board, so what it is obviously the brake lights work and the main lights work, and where the indicators and the like the bits on there, they're all working fine. The only thing is one of the reverse lights LED isn't working, so the only thing I can put it down to is that there may be a faulty circuit board. Gonna get a new one of those, then we'll test it, then we can continue on to 92. So I was halfway through 92 before I realized the board was a bit faulty. I will just quickly run through that with you. I'm just not too sure whether we have power. Let's just quickly double check. We press number 6. No, we ain't got the power on. So, by the way, this is very heavy. I don't know how heavy. I possibly might weigh it on the next one, but it is very heavy indeed. It's going to pop it down. Turn on. So number 6 puts on the rear lights. So as you can see here, the issue with the rear lights is the circuitry board. So I have the 2 orange lights and I have the main light, and I've got the 2 orange lights here, the main red light which is there, and I have one of the kind of like light there, the lightest of the LEDs there, but that middle one there isn't working. It's not down to anything circuitry, as in like wires which I haven't plugged in, because otherwise you wouldn't have them ones working. And if we press, if I can do it, the brake light, as you can see, the brake lights come on, no problem at all. So we're just going to wait for that. Right, so first of all, yeah, now you've got to this stage, it's heavy. If you're going to be tilting onto the side and stuff like that, you're going to have to watch out for those wing mirrors because they will break. Please don't break them off. I have broken mine off once, and that is enough for me. Right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is fitting the body. So when you're fitting the body on, you just need to be really careful when you're doing it. For the main reason being, all the wires can get snagged. You want to make sure that all your wires, start with the back. That's how I did it, where you plug them all in where it's tilted to the side, then to the back, but don't put it on anything hard. So avoid hard tables. Make sure you get yourself some polystyrene, something soft, even if it's a pillow or something, because at this stage, this body's so heavy that when you're putting it down, you're going to probably break something. And those wheels, I don't know how those wheels are still on this car. They are not very stable at all. They feel like there's so much weight to this that I'm surprised that the wheels are there. Make sure that obviously everything lines up. You want to make sure the dash is lined up. When you lift the doors up, you want to just make sure everything is as flush as it can be. So here you go. So there's just a detailed look there. So everything has to be flush. I don't know why they bothered with the second seat belt here, the one that's on the main side, because on the right hand side you can't see it because it's hidden behind the panel dash, so you can't even see that at all. The one on the left hand side, which is the driver's side on this, you can see, but the thing is, obviously it's not true to sort of like form, because that seat belt is never going to go over there to even strap in. It's just kind of like for show. It wouldn't reach, so the fabric on it isn't long enough. So that doesn't look as realistic as it should do on a model, because it doesn't go over enough to fit. Like I say, before you screw this main shell down onto it, make sure all your lights are working, because if they aren't, it's going to be so much easier just to pop the shell back off, check the wires, see what's going on, and then put it back on. If you've put it all together, screwed it all up, it's a nightmare to take it all apart again. Trust me, it's a nightmare to take it apart. You do not want to be doing that, because so many people have complained about it. And I've had to take it apart one time. That's only because the brake light wasn't very good. I had to just adjust the screw a tiny bit, just so it was just about to touch. You kind of want it so it's just like really about to touch, and then it just touches like that every time you press the brake pedal. So that's the only issue. Obviously, once we've got the circuitry board sorted out, we'll be fine. If you have any questions or if I've missed anything on issues for this, please put it in the comment section below. The only reason I'm saying that is because if there is any other issues, and then we can address them in the next recap video, which is going to help a lot of other builders who are going to take on this build. I want to be building the Dodge Charger. That isn't here yet. I am actually looking into doing that because the Dom's Dodge Charger looks really good. So that's definitely going to be one I want to do. The flux and everything like that, if you don't already have that from Corrie and Chloe on there, and all the decals and all the other bits that Mike Lane make, you want to go grab those, because before you put all this together, you're going to have to install all these things. So you don't want to sort of, you have to re-strip it, because I think it's going to be a bit of a nightmare to take all of this stuff off once we start to build around it and at the back. So if you haven't had a Mike Lane mod or a Chloe Powell or a Corrie mod, then I suggest you go check those out and then see, so you can build up stages before you start to put too much of your DeLorean together. Right guys, so that's been my recap video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.